I'm not a fan because people just want to go there and like be on videos or like troll. So that's strange. There goes my ex right there, the gorilla. Oh my god, I just broke my mic. Hi guys, it's me, Kid Ella, and today I cannot help but like freak out a little bit because today we're reacting to drama. So this video struck out to me because I started watching it and within 5 seconds I saw my ex that I used to talk to. So this is, I just feel like I have to give my honest reaction to it. I'm probably gonna post this in 2 parts because this video is like 40 minutes long and editing this is gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna be posting more VR chat content. Really, mostly this just gonna be VR stuff. If you want to see other stuff, you can check out my other channel. Let's get into the video. I'm yapping so much. Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
That day I was doing a live stream and I read a rumor in my chat. Wait, somebody told me that she put a picture of her putting a fucking pacifier in her in the Discord. She's the owner. I heard that she did that. Is it true that you posted a picture of you putting a pacifier inside of you?
Yep, sure did.
Next few days, I live streamed several conversations with leaders in the community, but even though I was only scratching the
There goes my ex right there, the gorilla. Anyways, I know
over the next few days, I live streamed
the other girl too. I met her maybe like 2 occasions, and you know, we'll get into that. But okay, for now, let's see if I agree with this or if I don't. I feel like I'm probably gonna have a controversial or different opinion because I was literally there. So yeah,
it was only scratching the surface. It became clear that something more disturbing was happening underneath.
You feel like you have to stay to socialize?
I know I sound young, but I am fucking 13, not 13.
Oh my god,
No,
Butters.
She's been informed that she was kicked from the group.
The interactions I had were uploaded to my YouTube channel to document the situation. If you would
Now they got children
like to check it out, you can find the link to the playlist
working
in the
there.
description of this video. I decided to not pursue the
At the time, I was telling my ex, like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't like how they're doing stuff. I don't like how they're running stuff. I don't like how they're literally working you like it's a real job. Like, it was other problems that I had with it, and then this is just like the cherry on top, because like, what do you mean you had literal kids working there? Like,
when
what?
We
This
received
is
a lot of
crazy.
reports about the group in a short period of time. It was clear that something was going on. VRChat banned the group and its owner, Kishi.
So I guess they got banned. I'm just gonna let him explain it.
I
Okay.
decided to reach out to her for information. She stated
got my
that
blanket.
things were being resolved behind the scenes with VRChat staff and blamed me for it. Within only a few hours, several different social media platforms I run were being targeted with spam reports. Lots of crazy things are going down on VRChat with Kishi and her deviant group, Hipsters and Stoners. Even now, they still see me as their enemy because of a live stream I did over a year ago, where all I did was expose them for who they truly are. Kishi and her group have been dealing with a lot of problems lately, and for some reason, they have decided to make it my problem too. Kishi and the KNS community, or should I say HNT, you poke the beehive a little too hard. You want my attention? You got it.
So basically, this is beef. It's just beef from a year ago. They're bringing back up, it appears. I feel like he can't be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna save my opinions because I have so many opinions right now. I'm gonna just shut up. Okay, so their group is High and Tide. I mean, like, you know, I feel like if people, I don't know, that's a little weird. You took their pictures. I don't know if you have their consent or not. I mean, I guess, you know, if people post their pictures, like, okay, but like if you're posting pictures that they posted, it doesn't really give you the right to like post someone else's picture that they posted of themselves, not to you, if that makes sense. I have very controversial opinions about people who like troll on VR chat, because obviously they're just looking for like trouble and drama, because that's what get them likes and views, and sometimes they overdo stuff, I feel. So it's like, what, you know, like every community has bad eggs for sure. Every community, singing, Roblox, Fortnite, every community, game community, online community, they all have bad eggs. Like, it's just, that's just reality. But I feel like if you're going into a community just to like, I don't know, I think it's just kind of weird. Trolls are kind of weird. So
you want to play deeper in the woods? Oh, don't worry, silly. I'm just like a kid like you. I'm a kid, not a grown up. So that means I'm not stranger danger. Come follow me this way. This is criminal, bro.
Dude, and
This is
Kishi's
criminal.
uploading this.
Before her presence in VR chat under the name Kishi, she was active in adult content spaces under the name Ushio. This earlier identity was tied to explicit material and includes behavior that continues to raise concerns due to how it aligns with the themes and dynamics she now promotes under a new name within the VR chat community. The name Kishi is of Japanese origin and is also the name of her dog. There does not appear to be any notable significance to the meaning of the name itself. Kishi is the owner of an adult-themed VR chat community, High and Tide. The group was created at the start of 2024, originally named Kinksters and Stoners.
That's what I knew it
KNS.
as. That's what I knew it as. Kinksters and Stoners. Ugh, I hate hearing that name. Like, ugh, it just brings me back. Like, I don't know. When my ex used to say the name, it just gave me like the most cringe. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of either one at this point. Like, I don't know why.
Along with the creation of
not a
Kishi's
fan.
alternate VR chat account named KNS Owner. After creating the account, she transferred ownership of just the main group. This took place around the time I initially exposed her, likely in an effort to protect the group in case she was banned. Of course, that would require the VR chat staff to actually enforce the rules against such content instead of contributing to the problem. As it currently stands, it is one of the most influential groups on the platform. No matter the time of day, High and Tide group instances are active.
And you know why? I will admit, like, she does a lot of work. Like, she does her thing. But by him making videos on it, him bringing all the attention to it on last year, that is why it's still prevalent, because people just want to go there and like the instance show up in like in layers of popularity. So like their instance will always be at the top because it just has the most people in it, and like, you know, everyone's just gonna click on it.
Some of VR chat's most popular worlds. Any user logging on to VR chat, a platform rated 13+, can randomly end up in one of these instances by simply browsing VR chat's most active worlds.
Yeah, I just said that, but yeah. A culture of
Before we talk about how this
deviance.
group operates today, we need to talk about Kishi's past and how it led into where she is now. Under the name Ushio, she created and promoted explicit adult content while building an identity rooted in concerning themes, such as this ad she posted on Reddit where she is selling worn clothing. Reading through exactly what she was doing is disturbing. There are even countless reviews from buyers claiming she scammed them, apparently not wearing them for as long as promised. That part, if anything, just adds to the long list of grimy, manipulative behavior, and as messed up as it is, that might be the only slightly relieving detail in all of this. But don't get your hopes up, there were still plenty of satisfied customers. During her time as an adult content creator, Kishi primarily operated through Discord, one of her...
So the thing I could say I remember is there used to be times when I would join him, my ex, and they would be in a world by themselves, like doing like little space. So they'll be like on a little playground, and it'll be like them all in little avatars like doing that. And I feel like there's nothing necessarily wrong with that if you're not bothering people, but I mean, I could see how it is a little strange. Like me personally, I'm not doing that, but I mean, that's their
Early
thing. I
servers
think
was
it's weird
called
when you make
bondage
it sexual. Like I think that's kind of weird. But you know, as long as you're not involving other people, I don't really know. Like honestly, I think that
in
whole thing
Hypnosis
is like,
basement. After that,
keep it
community
away
was
from me.
reportedly compromised due to
But-
a hacking incident. She launched a new server titled Kishi's Corner, which would later be deleted and replaced with the eventual creation of her VR chat community, High and Tide. In short, Kishi, a former adult content creator who built a community of some of the most questionable people on the internet, merged that community onto VR chat, a platform full of children. What's even more insane is how the group treats criticism. The same staff who casually make racist jokes, expose private information, and laugh off disturbing behavior will suddenly act like you've committed some unforgivable sin the second you challenge their lifestyle. In
We're
their
doing
eyes,
a watch party of their
shaming
stream.
is the ultimate offense.
It's
Okay.
literally going into shaming territory. Once again, it's going into fucking shaming.
You can do or say the most disgusting things imaginable and nobody bats an eye, but criticize their deviant behaviors and suddenly you've desecrated something sacred. That mindset is deeply embedded in the group. These people build their self-worth around it. But the most telling
That was
or say
messed
the most
up.
disgusting things imaginable and nobody bats an eye, but criticize their deviant behaviors and suddenly you've desecrated
That was
something
messed up.
sacred. That
They
mindset
really
is
took her
deeply embedded in the
picture.
group.
Like,
These people
this
build their
is,
self-worth around
oh
it. But
my
the most telling
God,
part
this
is
is
how little
so
the online culture
like,
changed when she moved to
I
VR chat.
cannot.
Same
This is
behaviors and
too
dynamics
much
followed her,
drama.
just under a different name.
This
At one
is
point,
too-
High
this
and
is
Tide didn't even
like-
require verification
It
to
seems
access
like there's
adult
like
themed channels. And even now,
miscommunication
users can
going
still
back and
view
forth.
adult-themed content
Now,
on the
could they
server
be
without being
could they be bad people? I don't know
verified,
yet. Like I'm
completely
trying to see
undermining the
like
idea
where
that any
is
protections are
the
actually in place. More disturbingly, it was brought to my attention that someone who explicitly stated they were underage had somehow been verified in their
Huh?
Discord server. When I brought this up to the staff during my live stream, the concern was brushed off. Jordy immediately lied and claimed the user had, as his role literally says ID verified, and they're a 17-year-old.
and it says 17. He's 5'5", male. You are a minor? Question
I know,
mark?
and
Question
I
mark?
just said people use fake IDs. We've had people use fake IDs in server before.
Do you
Not
have
banned.
proof of that person getting banned?
Yeah, how do you know this person's
Let
even
me,
banned? How would you even know?
Do
This
you have
person
proof?
was banned. Of course they were banned.
How
How
do
would
you,
you
how
know?
do you
Tagged an
know?
Prove
admin.
it.
Of
How do
course
you
they would
know?
get banned.
Prove
Do
it.
you have?
I got you.
Do you
Prove
have
it.
I
their
will go into the
profile?
logs right now.
He's gonna ban him right
Okay.
now.
I cannot
That
talk to
is-
two stupid people. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.
It was already bad enough that this person made
I mean, yeah, I get what he's saying. Like, obviously, as soon as you find out you're going to ban someone, I see both points. Like, you do need to moderate a server like that a lot better. Like, come on, if you're gonna have access to like adult content, you definitely need like better form of, I don't know, you need more like firewalls type stuff, like, you
it
know.
through the verification process in the first place. But what made it worse was how confidently Jordy lied to my face, pretending he knew they had been removed when he clearly didn't. And somehow, they still managed to surprise me, because even now, weeks later, that same user is still in the Discord. Despite all the red flags,
Still
the
in
rebranding,
the
and the attempts to
Discord.
distance this group from its roots, the disturbing pattern hasn't gone away. And now that
Alright.
we've seen where this all began, it's time to take a look at where it's led, and what it really says about the platform allowing it to happen.
A dangerous community. Okay.
During that same live stream, I find myself in a private jail area, a space the group uses to detain or isolate users. I was surrounded by staff, including Kishi herself, as we debated the obvious dangers of allowing a group like this to operate freely on a platform rated. Girl was quickly ushered out. At the time, I thought it might have been a mistake, but looking back, it felt more like damage control.
She hasn't even
Everybody's
been here
saying
all
you're
day.
16.
She's been in a different world. Her mother was here.
I've been in a different world. I have been in a different world, yes.
Now, secondly,
I know I
bud,
sound young, but I am fucking 13, not 13. you guys. This shit, I am 18.
Someone says, according to your Discord, you're 16.
If I was 13, I would be verified in here. Hold on.
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
listen, I'm gonna be honest, like, kitten, I don't want to
You guys can
disrespect
talk
you.
to others. You guys can talk to others.
You are, if you say you're 18 or older, you're in. I'm 25. I was born February 301st in 20.
You can go.
Thank you so much. This system is trivial to bypass, and clearly it already had been. What's even more concerning is that the girl I came in with one rumor and I left with undeniable proof that their moderation practices are sloppy and reckless.
All right, so about the age thing, I do think the age verification thing is very stupid. Obviously, anyone could just lie, but at the same time, you know, like, that's on them for lying. If you're going to lie, that makes you an awful person. Like, you shouldn't lie about things like that. But I don't think that, you know, so many things should be accessible just by saying something like that. I do think that you should have like a better, you know, some type of better way to verify this, to make sure that, you know, that isn't like a child there being access to information like that. But at the same time, like, if someone lies about that, you know, they're like, you know, like, it's wrong on both parts. So you have to, like, also give leeway to, like, okay, like, you're talking to someone and they lie about who they are, like, your fault for believing them. Like, you know, I don't know. I think that people also shouldn't lie about their age at the same time, because that's just bad. Rule breaking and preferential treatment. Okay.
Community leader Discord, a server meant for recognized and trusted group leaders. This was during her leadership of Gangsters and Stoners, a name that openly references adult themes. This confirms VRChat staff were not only aware of her group, but actively legitimized it. There are leaked screenshots suggesting Kishi interacts directly with VRChat staff, both in that Discord server and in private DMs. In one instance, she publicly reports another group leader and mentions messaging staff directly, and that creator was removed shortly after. While the removal may have been justified, it shows that VRChat staff do take action when they choose to. Eventually, VRChat took what appeared to be action against KNS and Kishi's main account.
Hey friends, it's me. If there's ever an announcement read in this service, please let it be this one. As many of you know, Friday night and Stoners was taken down by... What does that even mean?
She dumb puppy. VRChat's upper management asked that we remove the word gangster from our name, as it's no longer in line with the direction they want the platform to go. With that, we're excited to turn this into a positive opportunity to rebrand under a fresh, approved name, I and Tide. Not only was she allowed to return, but the group was approved.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of like creative name. They were like, oh, you don't like this name? Alright, bet.
A new name that simply replaced one adult theme with another. A shift in language, not a shift in content. And despite all of this, Kishi's group remains fully reinstated and just as active as ever. If this was such a problem,
she even gained more people.
A name change, then why is there no system to prevent those names in the first place? The platform has no basic word filter. Users can still upload or publish worlds, avatars, and groups.
And a couple of different qualities at the time. When we were building the age verification system, we were like, we need people that are going to use.
Is this Tupper?
That are running group publics. They're
Is this Tupper?
actively moderating.
Wait, who is this?
Maybe they're already trying to do their own version of age verification. So we went out, we grabbed a bunch of people, and we did that through data analysis, through just feet on the ground, which often is kind of how this kind of work goes.
In another part of the stream, when asked what the most surprising community on VRChat is, a staff member jokes that their answer might not be safe for work.
What is the most unexpected community you found thriving within VRChat?
I don't know if mine is safe for work. I'm not sure.
Good start, baby. Let's go. Great start.
I don't
Great
know.
start. I think people might be
That
fishing
is
for like
true.
the not safe for work communities, like kind of answer. I don't think that's a surprise at all. People have been ERPing over the internet since Usenet, since email. Like, that's not a surprise. Not even remotely.
That is so true, because like, as y'all know, like, I've been a part of the GTA community, and you think that it's just this community. It's all the communities, and these people are crafty and they're always thinking of something. I swear, like, where there's a will, there's a way. People probably been European since the rock age. Like, they're probably like, all right, you know what, let's just
if I imagine myself in the shoes of like 2005 self,
We're
where
not
my
gonna talk
internet
about it.
girlfriend from Canada, there's no way for us to hang out except via AOL Instant Messenger. It's like you could put on a virtual reality headset and hang out with her in real in what appears to be real life. Hell yeah, that rules.
Tupper goes on to say that adult-themed groups aren't surprising at all, even describing it as a natural evolution of the internet, essentially normalizing this content on the platform. While VRChat staff are clearly capable
but I have to agree with him, like that's I'm not saying that it should be something normalized, but that is every community. Every community has like a weird side. Fortnite, especially freaking Roblox, and that's like a game that is actually advertised for kids specifically. So like, I mean, I see what he's saying. It's not their fault necessarily, because like humans are humans, and that is a part of human nature. Like, you know, if you don't believe that, you're gonna have to grow up and you're gonna have to realize you would not be here without those desires. So like, you know, it just happens. Like, it's not, I don't know if it's embarrassing to you, like, I get it, but like, it is something that people will just genuinely do. And like, you know, as long as it's consensual, as long as it's like between people and, you know, things like that, then you can't really monitor. Like, that's weird.
Enforcement, and have removed other group leaders for TOS violations, their continued support of High and Tide and Kishi sends a very different message, especially considering my own personal experience.
This is
with
such a
another
long
group leader
video,
of a similarly
and
damaging
I've like
community,
really heard
Azuki
nothing
Fumiko,
yet.
the owner of FBT Heaven. FBT Heaven is a virtual strip club. Like High and Tide, this group carried the same blatant concerns regarding the safety of users on VRChat.
FBT
Azuki Fumiko and his
Heaven.
mod team called United Moderation would stream snipe me to crash my game and abuse their admin powers to ban me from worlds they moderated. Even when I would make my own group instances of those worlds or worlds they didn't even moderate, they would still go out of their way to target me. Despite this being a blatant violation of VRChat's TOS, the users responsible remain unpunished to this day.
Cause as much chaos as you want before Azuki comes here, because we all know she'll be here in about half an hour.
Oh, I'll
So
bully him, don't worry. If I see Argla, he's
bully
gone.
him for me.
In a video by Verum taking a deeper dive into the concerning culture of VRChat, Azuki admitted that he instigates conflict and then abused his connection to VRChat staff to get people removed from the platform.
Not really. I have the ability to remove people out of VSE by VSE removing them if they do such stupid things. And the easiest way to get that to happen is annoy them until they do something stupid.
I know that him and Azuki had like this big beef or whatever. It's crazy now because this whole world has completely died, and that's due to different reasonings. But yeah, their world like is no longer the biggest dancing world anymore. From the last time I checked, it's kind of sad to see, honestly.
Entirely, and once that happens, we have a field day on.
Around this time, without any prior warnings or bans, I was permanently banned from VRChat before I ever investigated or mentioned Kishi. The only message I...
Look for me.
No. They have even permanently banned someone who was screen sharing VRChat to me over Discord while I was live streaming it.
Oh wow.
No way. They literally just banned him. That's not even me playing. Look at, I'm literally in a Discord call. Meanwhile, the very communities that exploit the platform's lack of moderation tools are still not.
That is
only
pretty
active,
crazy, I'm
but
not gonna
endorsed.
lie.
This isn't just about a problematic group or a negligent platform. It's about a system where the very people responsible for maintaining safety are actively entangled in the behavior they're supposed to prevent. And the deeper you dig, every answer raises more questions than they solve. But that's a story for another day.
Control, ego, and manipulation. Okay, I've gotten like halfway through the video, and like I'm trying to see like the point here. Like what I feel like we're losing the plot. Like, what is the plot? I'm really confused right now. I'm watching the video, but also I'm just like, okay, like, you know, like, what is the point of this? I'm like really confused right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but I do want to continue the video in another video or like another day, because right now I'm just like I feel like it's kind of just like, okay, let's pick on people who we're like arguing with. There's like no like concrete reasoning as to why, you know, you're harassing this group. You know, like I'm hoping that maybe they get to the point, but right now I don't know, maybe my opinion will change on it later. But right now I just like, I don't really get the point of like harassing these people unless they like harassed him or something. But like I'm not understanding what's going on. All right, but I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing night. If you like this day or night, whatever, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.